Before I start this video, I just want to read this from this Virginia Supreme Court case, Thompson versus Smith. And this isn't legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. If you want more information on this, consult a lawyer. The right of a citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property thereon by horse-drawn carriage, wagon, or automobile is not a mere privilege which may be permitted or prohibited at will, but a common right which he has under his right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Under this constitutional guarantee, one may therefore, under normal conditions, travel at his inclination along the public highways or in public places, and while conducting himself in an orderly and decent manner, neither interfering with nor disturbing another person's rights, he will be protected not only in his person, but in his safe conduct. Enjoy the video.
We just got in. We're leaving Liberty Station.
Okay. You like it over there?
What's that?
You like it over there?
Yeah, Liberty. Yeah, that's premium. That's premium, man.
Okay.
So right, I'm lawfully, my right to travel.
Okay.
I don't require plates or anything, and he has all my affidavits of truth.
Okay.
So.
Is there anything, any weapons in the vehicle?
I don't consent. I do not consent.
I'm just asking if there's any weapons.
Well, I don't consent. And there's nothing unlawful in here.
No, that wasn't my question.
Oh, what was it?
My question is there any weapons in the vehicle?
Negative. Okay. I have tools.
You have tools?
Right.
Mechanic tools like knives? Do you mind not
Negative.
trying to light my...
Oh, I'm just recording. Can I turn off the flash?
Yeah, as long as it's not blinding me,
sure.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. But no guns or anything?
Not at all.
No bombs?
No.
Okay, I asked everyone...
Yeah, I don't drive at all. I'm not a driver.
You're not a driver?
No, I'm a traveler, sir. My right to travel?
Okay.
Driver is commercial use. This is not commercial use.
Okay.
Nobody pays me to give rides. That's commercial use.
Okay, but you're driving a vehicle though, right?
No, this is traveling. Right to travel, 14th Amendment, right to travel.
Okay. You know within your amendments inside the United States, there are laws.
There's no laws for rights.
As you go from state to state, there are laws.
Right. There's the right to movement to go from state to state. And there are.
You're probably well aware of your constitutional rights.
Oh, yes, sir.
Rights.
I'm an oath keeper.
Okay, but under those, from the beginning of the 13 colonies till now,
correct.
Every state that was established established laws that every citizen within those states have to abide by.
Right. Let me stop you.
Hold on. To be specific regarding vehicles you are currently in.
This is household goods.
Driving and traveling, it's semantics. It's the same thing.
It is, right? No, it's not.
It's a play on words.
It's not the same thing.
Let me explain something real quick, sir. And the reason why my partner is asking about your VIN is because vehicles without plates, we have to be able to make sure that they're not stolen.
You're incorrect.
Because a lot of times they
are not stolen. There's no stolen car description that matches this whatsoever.
How would you know that?
Because...
Do you have access to our records that show vehicles that
okay,
are stolen
well,
in the area?
You show me.
And are you sure that you would be aware of vehicles that were recently stolen and unreported? Have you done my job before?
No, but I'm well aware. I come from a military family. I'm well aware of my rights, and I don't want to be violated whatsoever.
Of course not.
There's also a notice of all my rights.
That's great.
I do not lawful search and seizures. I do not consent.
That's great. I already assume all of that.
All my rights should not be violated, especially my right to travel. There's no
legal driver's license, or do you just
I don't use a driver's license. This is not commercial use.
Okay.
Driver's license is not required.
That's beside the point.
Right. It's not required for traveling.
Are you considering yourself a sovereign citizen?
No, that's Constitution.
Okay.
That's the 14th Amendment, U.S. Constitution. The right to travel is basic as your right to liberty, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness.
And as you travel,
there are no rights. There are no laws for rights. The right to travel has no laws, just like all our other rights, sir. I'm stating I reserve all my rights.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Everybody does.
So, yeah, there's no crimes committed. Just check it on my wheel.
How would you know there's no crimes committed?
Because I'm not a criminal.
Well, you say he doesn't have a driver's license. He's driving without a license.
I'm not driving, sir. I'm traveling.
Okay, you're traveling without a license.
I don't need a license to travel.
You do.
It is,
unfortunately.
well, then you can issue my tickets.
Okay.
And I'll prove, and I can prove it in court.
You've been misinformed, sir.
I'm not informed because I read it myself.
You do?
Marvin,
correct.
Did you pay your registration?
It's not required as a traveler, sir. That's commercial use.
Have you ever paid it?
Before, when I was commercial use. I'm not commercial use now. As you can see, not for hire. I'm putting it on video. Not for hire consumer goods. Private non-consumer use. There's registration is not required for private property, sir. And like I said, it's my right to travel. I am non-commercial use. Rights do not require any registration, permits, or licenses. Just like your right to life and all your other rights backed by the U.S.
That's the California driver's license?
When
you were doing your
for my job, but this is not my job. This is non-commercial use. This is not a job. A driver is somebody employed or charges. I do not do any of that with this car. And I'm stating it on video as evidence that this is non-commercial use. I have signage on the front and back. It is my right to travel. We all have the right to travel. Backed by the U.S. Constitution. Those are born. You are born with those rights, inalienable rights.
When you leave your house to go to In-N-Out and grab a burger, what do you call that?
That's traveling. This is household goods. This is not for commerce. This is not for commercial use. Nobody pays me to use this car to be on the streets.
Household goods.
Correct. This is household goods. Correct. It's deemed by law, U.S. law, as household goods, commercial goods. When it's a vehicle, that's for commercial use. If I'm pizza delivering or doing Uber, now it is commercial use, a vehicle. Don't do any of those things. I do not conduct commerce. So it is.
Aware that your registration expired back in.
That's for correct. That's for commercial use. I've already.
For the vehicle.
Correct, but that's for commercial use. I'm not commercial use anymore. If I want to do commercial use, I'll have to get that renewed. But this car is beyond commercial use. It's 97. I'm riding it till the wheels fall off, and I'll get another one. So everything I'm stating is by Constitution and by law. And I'm stating it on video as evidence. And my affidavit of truth. Oh, yeah, that's what this is. Were you able to see this?
I was, yeah.
Okay, so on video record, it is stating my right to travel, which is guaranteed by the Constitution. And also there's a questionnaire for you guys. And clearly states here, my affidavit here, there is no law even that requires registration. That's already upheld by the Supreme Court. I'm not out here to cause any trouble. I'm out here to exercise my rights and let my rights be known. Majority of population is under the wrong impression that they have to be under the DMV. Also, these gentlemen here that are you know that risk themselves to provide a safety. They are also under the wrong impression that you have to be under DMV to use your own personal car. That is incorrect. It is non-commercial use to go to work, to check in at the police station, to go home to your family, to go to the store to get diapers for your kids. That is non-commercial use. You do not need a license for that. It is backed by U.S. Constitution. These fine gentlemen that are policy enforcers, they also have that right. I spent 2 years researching because it just doesn't seem fair that we pay for these roads with our taxes and yet we are being taxed in a registration kind of way and all that stuff. But deemed by Supreme Court, public roadways are for the use of the public to travel by auto vehicle in the natural course of life to transport his own property from point A to point B. That is what I am doing. I am not in the business of transportation, nor do I operate under commerce. I am not required to be licensed, plates, registration, or none of the above. I'm stating that as evidence on my video documentation and video recording of this arrest, false arrest, false imprisonment, wrongful arrest.
Have you ever received a traffic violation, a traffic citation?
As a traveler?
As a traveler, wherever you want to go.
Right. Correct. You're not exempt as a traveler. You are not exempt from misconduct or violations. You still have to defend your right, just like any other rights. We all have the right to live, but enforcement agencies make mistakes and accidentally kill people and take a private property from us. Violations still do happen. You're not magically exempt as a traveler.
How those previous contacts with the police go when you received the citation?
The same way. Well, I only received one in the past since November.
What was it for?
Registration, and same thing. I explain and show them all my documents and let them know my constitutional right to travel does not require registration. That is strictly commercial use, as upheld by the Supreme Court. Like I said, no state has the power to make laws over rights. Our rights do not have laws. Legislation, there's no state legislation over our rights. Our right to life, liberty, private property, the right to travel do not have laws. Officer, I'm sorry, Officer, say again? Officer...
You go ahead, sound that out.
Katera, Officer Katera, badge number 8358.
Right on the money.
He's we are 20 minutes into a false arrest. I've stated all my rights. I'm lawfully
Marvin. So unfortunately, your commentary is wrong. You haven't been arrested. You were never arrested.
I never said all that.
I'll finish. Let me finish.
Okay.
That's how adults have conversations. So us three officers, we conducted a detention on you for an investigation. What they were investigating your vehicle. Okay. All right. You have been detained with these two gentlemen. It's going to be documented. So if you have any issues, you can always call in and ask about it.
Sure.
At this time, we're going to be taken off because there are no crimes here that we want to pursue.
Correct.
Do you have any questions regarding what happened here today or any other information you need from us?
No, I appreciate you guys keeping the streets safe and trying to recover people's stolen vehicles.
Of course.
I appreciate your service. I come from a military law enforcement family myself, and I appreciate you guys.
Awesome.
But I'm completely lawfully within all my rights.
Okay.